Hey everyone, I wanted to take some time to thank my patients, friends, and family, and subscribers to trust me with your care, and also encourage me to take care of my own health. This quantum shift that I'm going through should be pretty exciting, maybe a little bit of a roller coaster, but hang on, it should be a good ride. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, otherwise enjoy the next video. I thought I'd film now because I had to go out in my backyard and get a little bit of the nice feel for the snow coming down. Hopefully you guys made it home okay, but I am a hiker and I love snow. In fact, I'll put a link down below on my Grand Canyon hike. I went to Grand Canyon after graduating from the Arizona Center for Integrative Medicine, and I was expecting heat, but 5 inches of snow fell and I couldn't see. Visibility was really low and I couldn't see anything, but I'll put it down below. Anyway, I felt I had to discuss this part for my episode 7. Now I'm finding out through word of mouth that obviously my patients were very upset. Some, not everybody, and reasonably so, because I think that there have been some challenges that I've taken care of that we have made really good strides as far as being a warrior and controlling the disease process and the suffering. Still have a little bit of work, but as long as I have a map kind of written out, should do okay. Stay with doctors that we have at Advocate Medical Group, and just hopefully I'll be with Advocate. If not, I'll be around somewhere, but I'm not giving up my practice. I did this a long time ago, 2005, after working for Central DuPage Hospital for 10 years, and the CEO came to me and said that I was, compared to average family practice, I was subpar, because he was basing it on I wasn't seeing that many patients, so I had to see more patients or take a cut in pay. And I kind of just betrayed myself because I believed that person, and I left medicine because I thought, why am I doing this? This crap sucks. But little did I know, again, I gave this story before, but my patients called me over the ensuing 12 months. One patient in particular, unfortunately, he passed away, not because I wasn't here, but and it just made me think, you know what, I do mean something to other people. I do make a difference. So I slowly worked my way back up, immediate care, emergency room, immediate care, and then got this gig. And it has been a great roller coaster, and it's still a great roller coaster. I still think there's going to be a positive outcome. I just have to take care of my family. So I unfortunately, I kind of neglected my family. I was there somewhat, but it's with keeping up with all of the duties and requirements for running a medical practice, and with a little bit of reimbursement and under the rules of most big corporations, it's tough. You got a lot to do. So and then the busier you are, the more successful you are, and hopefully that's when you, according to standards, MGMA, you will get to average. I really don't know where they get the average, because that means other doctors have to be burned out. But I don't think anybody's going to admit it, because just the fact that if you're down here and you want to be like everybody else or better than everybody else, I think it's just normal competition. Most primary care docs would want to be average at the least. And especially testosterone, it's going to make you want to be better than average. But to be better than average, you have to see a shitload of patients. I remember one of the doctors, when I was in Florida, I was doing volunteer work for University of Central Florida, and one of the docs, I said I was learning how to bill, and I was billing, I forget how much it was for the month, and he said, that's pretty good. I billed about twice that. And then I asked him how many patients you see in a day. He said 30. And I'm thinking, 30 8-hour days? Yeah, really, that's like 7 minutes a patient, unless he takes a lunch. Well, even then. So he was boastful, and that's fine. I wouldn't want to be his doctor, unless he works in an immediate care center and he would have had people in and out with antibiotics. But that's the default. The default mode with practicing medicine is that if you don't have to or don't want to kind of contextualize and problem solve in your brain the problems or suffering the other person is having in the room with you, you can just default and just go to an algorithm. But the algorithm says everybody's the same. Come in with a runny nose, it's a sinus infection. Come in with a cough, it's a bronchitis. Come in with belly pain, it's viral. So unfortunately, the ecological fallacy says you can't apply the massive studies to the individual. It's not fair and it doesn't work. For a large corporation, the United States, save money, maybe you can make decisions based on economics and big studies, but you still can't do that in the room. So I think that there's some problems. Obviously the government's got problems, but when I have to pick up the pace a bit, I will not do that, because it's going to be at the sacrifice of my patients. I will not betray my patients. I will not betray success, and I won't betray myself. So I know I do a good job. I know that this path I'm on is perfect, and I know I'd be able to serve other patients. The only problem is I have to contemplate, maybe I have to get to serve in a different category or some other place. I will be around for all of you. So again, keep the doctors, get your medicines refilled. You can look at my coaches. So the Ignite Your Life conference I had last Saturday was spectacular. Even with worse snow than this, or worse forecasting than this, we had like 100 people that came out. That's great. I was very honored to see them, but I felt really good for my other 6 coaches. The other 6 coaches there also really inspired everybody, and I think we're gonna have patients getting even more success. So those will be the contacts you keep in the community to have success, to make the lifestyle changes, whether I'm here or not. I think they're important. I think it's a necessary evil to be in insurance-based medicine, so you have no choice. Even our advocates insurance switched over, and I don't know what I'm going to do if I step away. I'll have to buy my own insurance. I went no insurance when I was in Florida. That was spooky. For 18 months I didn't have medical insurance. Couldn't afford it, but knock on wood, nothing happened. However, I think that there's ways to use Western medicine and ways to also integrate integrative medicine. So there's always a choice. Bottom line is there's always a choice. Even if it's surgery, there's always a choice. The only conflict or problem I see is that you really have to commit to change. If you don't commit to change, it's going to be rocky. You're not going to know the value of what's on the other side after the change. So just like me, if you compare me down here and you don't know my value, it's going to be, oh well, he's an underperforming doctor. But you guys who follow me obviously know my value, and I think I'm higher than average. The only problem, I wish I got reimbursed for it, but I have to constantly prove. But Advocate's been nice enough that they are kind of working with me as far as support in the office. I don't know if they have their hands tied or not, the corporation, but we're going to figure out what to do in the next couple months. But for the time being, because the ripple effect of me declaring I was leaving on the 31st caused a lot of other problems, not only with patients being sorrowful and worried, but also with the other providers in Advocate, because again, as I was approaching my announcement, I wasn't that busy in the clinic, so I decreased the referrals out, and there's a ripple effect in the Bartlett area. In Elgin, I think they're fine, but I have a footprint here in Bartlett, and I think compared to the other doctors in the area from Alexian, St. Alexis and DuPage Medical and whatever Northwestern is, I guess, I think we have a bigger footprint and a stronger footprint. And I think I can, not to be boastful, I think I can run circles around a lot of other doctors, not only with my patients, but also with exercise. But hey, so Ignite Your Life episode 2 is going to be about me and a couple other coaches taking you guys through exercise, yoga. This is, sorry, I had to tell you about yoga, a little bit of resistance, a little bit of plyometric, and nutrition education, all in 45 minutes. So 15 minutes of yoga, 15 minutes of HIIT training, 15 minutes of resistance, and then we'll have Q&A again. So please sign up. Just follow me on YouTube. So sorry, I had to get offline, but the bottom line is that I will be staying. I am going to take 2 weeks off, February. I have to find myself, but I am going to reignite with my family and get grounded, finish my book hopefully, and probably take a trip somewhere. This is awesome. I'm gonna probably, if it stops tonight, I'm going hiking. I'm gonna send up my drone tomorrow because it's nice to see snow and sun if there's sun. But so So those of you who made it home okay, thank goodness. Those of you who follow me, thank you for your following and your support. Don't freak out. We will make it through this storm, just like this one. We'll make it through the storm of the shift, and we'll all be happier and healthier afterwards. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.